All right, my little deviant ones. That was really a hard crash. Whole damn system rebooted. Now we're back here with Spencer. I'm not going to mention his last name, so we'll just go with that. Okay, Spencer,
Ooh.
you were saying something about Facebook and how people drop you for some reason.
I'm just interested in that hard crash you experienced. That's what I'm. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, no. So, yeah. In a nutshell, I was talking about how, yeah, you're right. Friends in here, if they haven't talked to you in a while, if they're going through something or just in a mood or whatever, they'll send out. Well, you haven't talked to me in a month or a year or a day or 2 hours or whatever. I'm defriending you. If I get the
Yeah.
opportunity and I'm on, then I will say, "Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Is something going on?" I don't just go like, "Well, okay, good riddance." Hey, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. I mean,
Exactly.
I,
Exactly.
I really do think that people do try to reach out in a different format when they are having problems, and sometimes it's like that. But I was saying how Facebook, your Facebook friends will do the same thing to you every once in a while if they're not getting attention or they're going through something. Usually, it's they're going through something. Hey, what's going on? Um, maybe,
That's an
people.
attention grab.
Yeah,
That is an
it
attention
is an
grab.
attention grab. Yeah, but somebody could really be going through something. I mean, you can't. I mean, can you really imagine somebody going through a couple hundred names and stuff and just going like sending out of, yeah, I'm going to defriend you because you haven't talked to me in a while. That's a lot of work, but
Yeah.
maybe they're reaching out to you for a particular reason. So I always give people the benefit of the doubt. But I've had a couple occasions where somebody defriended me. I didn't realize they defriended me, and it was a really good friend, and we had been through a lot, and I was shocked. That probably affected me the most in Second Life. I was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get what happened. Did I do something? Because it really was around me, but then they tried to tell me there was another group of friends too. They just, if you're not going to come to my, if you're not going to come to my DJ sets, if you're not going to come to my sim, if you're not going to do this and that and whatever, then they cut you off. But this was like a real friend, and I was okay, all right. But everybody else has just been, they'll it's almost like they do a survey just to see if you're still there and you care or whatever. But
Right.
I give people the benefit of the doubt. I really do. But yeah,
Well, some you had to. I mean, some are worth it.
yeah, yeah. Some of them are worth it. Yeah, and that's usually the people that I've got in my head that I know that do that. And sometimes, yeah, it's like okay, I'll still give you the benefit of the doubt, but a friend won't do something like that to a friend. But then they'll tell you that a friend won't go 30 days without talking to you either. But
Well,
you know,
it's a tricky slope to a
yeah, it is.
degree, but
Yeah,
we all have real life come up. All
yeah, you
right,
do.
and if we choose to deal with real life, we're going to be putting everything else on the back burner. Now, your true
Yeah.
friends are going to understand that too.
Right, exactly, exactly. So it's fine. I actually try not to. So I mean, I don't go around to everybody I meet and friend them. Hey, I'm gonna friend you. I really try to. If it's me extending a friendship request out, I'll do it when I've gotten to know that person. I really just don't do it just because there's somebody hanging out in a club and I want to add an extra person to my DJ group so I can spam them while I'm DJing.
Oh, I don't believe in that.
That's not a friend. Yeah. So my friends on my friends list, I short of people that I've had on there for quite a while, that ended up being that kind of a thing. You're in a community and everybody wants to friend you. That's how we're gonna keep up with each other. Okay, fine, 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 fine. I may
Oh, I
never
don't.
hang out with you, but
I don't
yeah,
accept those kind of friendship requests.
yeah. I mean, this one was a really unique one because it was a community where we actually did things together. There was stuff every night and things like that, and so I can understand that. I wasn't gonna argue with somebody about that, but I also don't go and like just defriend them. It's a big thing where I just can't hit that button to defriend somebody just because. Um, yeah. So.
Well, let's use. I'm
Uh,
going to use you as an example here. Me and you will
yeah.
go. Me and you will go months or weeks or even months without talking to each other. You don't see me dropping you off
Yeah.
your friends list.
And I don't like that because you're actually a pretty wonderful person. I think you've now, at least even over the last, I'd say really it's been over the last 6 months or so. I think that's when I was DJing back over at um,
House of Rock.
Jack's House of Rock. Yeah, and I really enjoyed being there. I enjoyed being a part of the just the energy that was around you. Plus, at the same time, you know, you were coaching and mentoring me on a lot of different things. It wasn't just like you said, I need a DJ. You know, you were trying to share your vision of what you wanted.
Right.
And you wanted good people that were also going to be dependable people and dedicated to the vision kind of thing, and not just come in there and make it about them and play a bunch of music and cause a bunch of drama.
Right.
But you know, it's it life does get a little busy, and it ends up becoming you know, for me it's a sad part of, you know, I don't purposely just ignore people, and if I'm on, you know, I try to, you know, message back. There are a lot of times I'll go like invisible, but it's mostly because I get some crazy stuff throughout the day.
Oh,
And
yeah.
some of it is like, if they know I'm online and they know I don't respond, then they think I'm ignoring them, which, I mean, I usually have 3 computers on my desk at one time. So I got 2 laptops and my, and basically PC. And, you know, it's crazy. I might miss something, but, you know, that's the other thing about relationships in here is when you have that kind of person that you think you got a connection with, and every second of the day, they're like, I sent you something. Did you get it? And you're like, oh, no, I missed it. I was over at work. Oh, you don't care about me. Well, no, I've got 3 screens.
Oh, God,
up.
I've had that before. There was this one time, there was a little story here. Now, this is a funny little story. I'm sitting there at the club, back when the club was still open. I had my current DJ that was on there at that point in time, and their host. We're sitting there doing the radio show together, interacting, doing their voiceovers and stuff like that. And this one person who it was strictly, well, they actually said, you don't miss me like I miss you. I'm like, okay then.
Yeah.
It's time for you to go bye-bye.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I've was unofficially called out of doing it. It was mentioned to me that I was starting to have those kind of tendencies, but it was different. I wasn't trying to cause a problem. I think there's just times that you have this, again, you have this connection. It's not somebody being silly or creepy. It's just you have this connection with somebody where they become so much of a part of your day that you miss them when they're not there. And then when they don't respond because you know, you might have more hours in the day free that oh, I was thinking about you, and nothing, crickets. And then crickets until the next day, and you're like, well, you must have not been thinking about me, but I was sure thinking about you. And yeah, I had
Spencer, where have you been? I IM'd you yesterday and you didn't respond. And you took today until you got back to me. What happened to you, naughty boy?
I realized then that I needed to grow up quite a bit, and that I was
yeah.
Yeah.
They sit there and swat you on the ruler with the hand with on a ruler. You know, bad boy.
Yeah, because you
Bad
promised
boy.
somebody, I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to be a stalker. I'm not going to be creepy. You can trust me.
Right.
And
Oh, but you're the love of my
again-
life.
yeah,
I've only known you a week, but you're the love of my life.
I'm definitely not very. I have never been very free with those words either. That's the other thing too. You know,
Neither
somebody's
am
like,
I.
"You don't really care about me if you don't love me and you don't say it enough." I've said it to probably and said it and meant it to probably two people in here, and one of those is on a level where it's not this love like, oh, I love you, I'm gonna move to where you are and we're gonna be together forever and I don't care about anybody else but ourselves. It's a strange kind of undefinable kind of love. You know, I guess I got all the different kinds of love, agape love and whatever kind of love, and
Right, well,
I just call it this. I call it the love of somebody as a person who you have this connection with, that you you have these boundaries. It's an understandable and mutually agreed. Like, okay, it's not a like thing. I can't just tell you I really, really like you. It's like, no, really, I mean, I worry about you. I'm happy when you're happy. I want to, make you smile. I want to say good morning and say good night. Any other things that are in between are all special little moments and stuff, but it's not this stalkerish, creepy kind of like, I'm gonna just quit everything else that I'm doing right now, and I'm just gonna go want to be with you. It's not that kind. Well, and there are a lot of tips that are in here that are like that. People start setting next that they want you to change your life for them.
That's why we need to clarify something really quick right here, right now. All right, for the younger generation out there who do not know what this means yet, let's enlighten you. There is love, and then there is being in love. Now, you might know somebody, you might meet somebody, developing that bond and that connection that's growing bit by bit every single day. But I'll guarantee you this right now. If you've only known them for a week, you're not in love. You are not in love. We're going to bring it to an end. And for those of y'all watching the video later on down the road, you like what you're hearing? Subscribe. Hit that little thumbs up button on YouTube and dive deeper into the world of Jack by going to jackbatson.com. Check out the podcast as well. And I will catch you on the grid, babies. Spencer, it was great to have you, man, as always.
It's been a pleasure. And if you're looking for a private show, like any kind of whatever private show, make sure you reach out to Jack. Make sure you reach out to Jack. He's doing private shows. So,
and if I can't do it, I'll send Spencer your way.
Oh, there you go. He's outsourcing. I appreciate that.